My name is Nathan Garland. I'm here today with Kaiser University's Golf Swing Fundamentals class taught by John Callahan. And we're going to talk about the grip. Going to give you a roadmap of how to properly grip the club, starting from a neutral grip. We can then move more towards a stronger grip if need be, or a weaker grip, depending on what your swing needs. So we're going to start with a checklist, marking our hands using a dry erase marker. We're going to kind of show you the proper way your hand should look on the club. That way, in the future, there's no doubt of what it should look like, and you could get a little bit more consistency out of your grip. So with our dry erase marker, we're going to start with our lead hand for our right-handed golfers. Your lead hand is your left hand. Your trail hand is your right. For our left-handed golfers, you would just flip it. So when we say lead hand, you would just use your right hand, and for your trail hand, you would just use your left. So for our lead hand, we're going to place a mark right across our thumb and our index finger, just like so. So we got a straight line across our thumb and our index finger. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our second knuckle on our lead hand thumb. We're just going to place an X, just like that. So we have our line where our thumb naturally meets our index finger, and we got our X on our second knuckle on our thumb. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and we're going to open it up. And we're going to go right in between the bottom of our pinky and the top of our wrist. So right here, we're going to place a circle. Right there. So that's it for our lead hand. Now for our trail hand, once again, we're going to take our thumb and our index finger. We're just going to slightly press up against that index finger with our thumb. And we're just going to make a line. Just like that. Once we have our line in between our index and our thumb on our trail hand, we're then going to open it up and we're going to come all the way to the bottom, right here where this crease is. Right where that crease is, we're just going to place an X. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a line. We're just going to draw a line on the outside of our index finger, and we're just going to top it off with a nice little dot there at the end. So now with our hands marked, we now have our roadmap of how we should be able to place our hands on the club. And we're going to take this circle right here that's on the inside of our lead hand, and we're going to place that about a half an inch or so below the top of our grip. Should be sitting nice and comfy in the pad of our lead hand. Also, that should allow you to kind of balance the club just using your index finger and the pad of that hand. So you should be able to have pretty good control of the club at this point. And then we're just going to close our hand over the top of the club. And when doing that, it should give us a V. So that V should be pointing somewhere between my ear and my trail shoulder. Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to take that X we put in our hand on that crease, and we're going to put it on top of the second knuckle of our lead thumb. And then we're going to put our thumb and our forefinger together, creating another V. And now we should have two V's created by our lead and our trail hands that should be going in between your ear and your trail shoulder. And then if you take a closer look at my trail hand, you should see kind of what starts as a formation as an upside down question mark. So this is what it would look like, just like that. See that little line now with the curve? Right? Gives you that upside down question mark, and it should just go in there right on the grip just like that. Shouldn't be turned under to the point where you could barely see the question mark anymore. It shouldn't be like that. It should be just like that on the club. I grip it using an interlocking grip. You can also use a overlap or Varden grip. You can also use a 10-finger or baseball style grip. What we don't want to see At any point is fingers separating. We want to keep our fingers nice and tight and close together. We want to create a nice unified grip. And while using our road map, as you can see, we can now place our hands consistently onto the club so we have a good grip every single time when we go out to play golf or practice. Thank you for your time today. I hope that you have a great day, and thank you for watching my video on how to properly grip a golf club.